Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 crucial questions you must ask while you're on dates. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time viewing me, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button and ringing the bell so you're notified for all the newest content. Before I get into the content, if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website at www.fruitfulseeds.com and leave me an email no longer than 2 to 3 paragraphs long. Also, if you want to join my membership program here on YouTube, you'll get 70% off the normal coaching rate that I charge for people who are not members of the membership. So, taking a look at that, go to my homepage, click the join button, join the Harvest membership, and that'll be the one that'll get you coaching for the month. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 questions you must ask. And these are crucial questions that you have to ask a person when you're on dates, whether it be the first date, whether you've been dating for a couple weeks. It's important for you to ask these 5 questions. And the very first question is, what was your parents' relationship like, and what is your relationship to them now? Now, this is crucial, all right? So if you have a person who they've seen a lot of messiness, a lot of toxicness coming up. The parents may have been divorced, they may have been feuding, they may have been in a really toxic situations where one of them was an alcoholic or they abused drugs or whatever you want to call it. It's important for you to take heed to that and understand that these are situations that cause for this person to may have some commitment issues in your relationship. So it's important for you not to ignore that. Now, if they have gotten to a point where they have reconciled, they went to therapy, they did some counseling or something like that, and they are able to understand that a lot of the things that happened in their childhood didn't have anything to do with them, you know, it's adult problems, then it's actually a good indication that they may be able to have a healthy functioning relationship with you if that's something that they decide to do. The second question that you want to ask is, what was your longest relationship? Now, if they've been in a relationship, it may have been for a really long time, if it was like off and on, but if it was a consistent relationship where they were seeing each other, you know, year and a half, 2 years, 5 years, and there were no breaks in between, then that's an indication that they're committed and they're able to have long-term relationships and not have to take those breaks in between, kind of go find themselves, go figure out where they want to be at in life. Maybe they get bored with you and they need something a little bit different. So these are questions that you really want to ask. And this one here, you know, it's a really good indication that it kind of shows what a person's made of. So if they've been in a relationship and the next, which goes to the next question, you know, number 3, why did the relationship end? Now, if they give you reasons like, you know, well, he cheated or she cheated on me, or, you know, it was really toxic, you know, if they really try to run like a smear campaign on the other person, and they don't take any accountability for the way that they showed up and the things that they did wrong in the relationship, that's a major red flag. Because when people are able to, are healed and they're able to move on from a failed relationship, they won't have any ill will towards that person. They won't slander the person's name, and they'll be able to take accountability for the things that they did. You know, what a healed person would say is, you know, the relationship just wasn't really going anywhere. I didn't see it going the distance. I didn't see it being something that I can see myself being for a really long time. You know, I have no ill will toward that person. I wish them all the best. That's a good indication that they're healed. They've accepted the breakup, and if they haven't, you know, accepted the breakup, then you'll start to see signs of somebody who may be rebounding, where they're still bitter at that person, they're still talking about that person, they're still slandering and comparing you to them. So you want to be careful about that. That's a really important question that you want to ask. Now, the next question that you want to ask, it may sound a little bit silly, but I see a very strong correlation between having a healthy relationship and what their job history was. So the next question is, what's your career like? What was your job history? Did you go to school? Did you drop out? Did you finish? Did you complete college? This is something that employers look at whenever they're thinking about hiring somebody. If they go on Facebook and they see a bunch of different jobs, there was like left here at so-and-so, left here was here from so-and-so to so-and-so. They don't want to hire somebody who's not able to stick it out at a certain place. And I've seen a heavy correlation between people who can't keep a steady job and not being able to stay in a relationship that goes the distance or that becomes healthy. It's going to be a toxic thing. When this is where you see the on and off again, you know, they kind of get bored. They're not able to commit for long periods of time. So if you ever come across somebody and you see that they're like just kind of like a drifter, they've been through a bunch of different short-term relationships, you know, your spidey senses should be tingling. You should be wondering whether or not this person is going to be worth even taking out for another date. And the last one, before I get into it, go check out my book on Amazon. It's $5. I'll leave that in the link in the description below. You can also get the audible version for free. It's 30 minutes. It's narrated by yours truly. Just a little thank you for the content that I put out there. And it's also my story. I talk about how I got into the world of relationship and life coaching. Appreciate that. And the last question that you want to ask, why are you single? This should be number one, but kind of take your time on it, you know. They may offer it up to you right away where you don't even have to talk about it. You know, I know with dating apps, you kind of get all this stuff out of the way over dating apps when you're talking, you're texting. This is why I don't like too much texting, because it takes the mystery out of dating, because the magic happens in person. You want to be able to get a person and look them in their eyeballs, in the windows of their soul, and ask them these questions, you know, and check their body language, see how they're responding to the questions. You know, if they get a little elusive, a little dismissive, may look to the side. You know, those are indications that, all right, this person may not be telling the full truth. So ask them why they're single. You know, a good response would be like, you know, I haven't came across anybody. You know, I've been focusing on my career. I've had a lot going on, you know, being a single mom or being somebody who was going through school. I didn't really have the time to date anybody. So ask them that question. It's a very important question. And it also shows their level of security within themselves, their level of confidence. So if you found this video of any value, please like, comment, and share. Reach out to me on my other social media accounts. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is I am Coach Court. TikTok is I.am.CoachCourt. Thank you guys. Now I'll talk to you soon.